Hi, has this ever happened to you? You're checking your monthly budget, trying to see where the money's gone, and you realise that you've been paying for Netflix, Prime, half a dozen other streamers, and Disney Plus, which you only got because the wife wanted to see what happened in Grey's Anatomy, and maybe you wanted to see if Mal and Anara ended up on Firefly, but besides the point, it's subscription fatigue, and it's coming to our creative tools. Welcome back to the Aftershock. I'm Mike. Today we're making fishy wallpaper, but really we're talking about saving money by spotting the feature overlap. Rewind a couple of years, Photoshop was great, but we started to spot some holes when AI images started becoming popular, but they were a low resolution, and the word upscale came into our vocab. If I wanted to blow up an image without it looking like a Minecraft screenshot, I was out of luck. Then along came Topaz Gigapixel. It was great, what a lifesaver. Then later, I also purchased Topaz Photo. Life was crisp, life was sharp. Then Topaz switched to subscription model. They offered me a discount on my first year, and honestly, I was tempted. But I had to draw the line. I treated it like my streaming services. If I'm not watching it every day, do I really need to pay for it every month? I decided to stick with my old perpetual license version. I knew it would age quickly. Software years are like dog years. But I didn't use upscaling that often. But then Photoshop dropped an update, and that changed the maths completely. To demonstrate this, we'll use this image that I shot last year in Premiere in France. We're in a seafood market, and a photographer loves patterns and texture, and a seafood market presents plenty of opportunity. Reviewing these images when I returned, I thought this particular image would make a good screensaver or wallpaper. However, it's the wrong resolution, but before we work on that, we need to give it some artistic filters. I like to use AI for that. Today we're going to use Grok. I brought it into Grok and we tried the prompt enhance image and then more dramatic lighting. As you can see, the changes are quite subtle, but they are there. One of my favourite artistic styles is chiaroscuro. It's a lighting technique, first made famous by Caravaggio. Wasn't quite what I was after, but we're on the right track. I then found a style called tenebrism. We have a winner. In Photoshop, go to Image, Generative Upscale. By default, it'll say Firefly Upscale. 2 times is more than sufficient for my purposes on this occasion. You may not be able to see the difference immediately, but we'll look a bit closer later. Back to the original, we'll try one of the other engines. This time, we'll try Topaz Gigapixel. Very little difference on the screen. Back to the original one more time, Generative Upscale, and let's look at the last one, Topaz Bloom. Now, as you can see, Bloom is a lot more creative, and it does make quite a difference. I think it comes down to personal preference. Let's get them all back into Lightroom and compare them. So here's the original from the camera. Then we have the one upscaled with Topaz Bloom, using Topaz Gigapixel, and last, using Firefly. As I cycle through them, you probably will be able to see very little. And in the end, I think it comes down to personal taste. But I hope you see the main point here. I've saved on one subscription, and that's a start. So why would I pay for a separate Topaz description when the engine's living rent-free in the software I already own? It turns out the decision to cancel this extra subscription was the right call. The overlap between these tools is getting huge. So your homework for the week is to audit your creative subscriptions. They're adding features all the time. And you may find you're able to cancel one and buy yourself a coffee or a fish. If you liked any of these tips, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.